Welcome to the Success Sensei Podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in, this is Roundhouse Rob, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 124. And it's the Friday Blitz.
The Success Sensei Friday Blitz coming at ya.
What are you contributing to society? Fairly heavy question, that. Yeah, it's very important that you... Oh yeah, first of all, I did want to say that I hope everybody is well and keeping well and not losing their marbles during these restrictions and your freedom greatly restricted. I hope that you're not suffering any symptoms. If you are alive and well and not suffering any symptoms, I hope you're making the most of your time and staying safe. Listen to my other podcast on Wednesday about this is your opportunity for a full system reset, because I certainly think that it will help you greatly during this time. But on to this one, what are you contributing to society? Yeah, very heavy question, that. Obviously, first, I do believe you have to look after yourself before you can look after others. It's very hard to look after others. Unless you're Mother Teresa, it's very hard to look after others when you're not in a position to look after yourself. So I think it's very important to look after yourself, but you can still contribute to society even during that process, and certainly after you've made it, in air quotes, inverted commas. But it's more than likely as well, by the way, success is linked to what level you're contributing to society. So in other words, supply and demand. If you are contributing great ideas, great products, great services, you're automatically going to be successful. So it's not a completely selfless journey. But right now, when we're in isolation, we're there thinking, you know, what have I done in my lifetime? What have I contributed? And all of us are probably going to think along those lines. Have we lived our best life? Are we doing what's right? Do we need to change path after this thing? A lot of us will go down those trains of thought, and it's very important that you're happy with your own answers. It doesn't matter what my answer is, anyone's answer is. It doesn't matter what my thought of you is or anything. It's what you think. Do you think you have done enough to contribute to society? If you're happy with your answer, then you're able to sleep at night. Everything is. If you're not happy with your answer, then maybe it's time to start thinking about it. Now, what does that even mean? Well, it means lots of different things. It can mean putting content out. So someone that's podcasting like me, I think I'm making a little bit of a contribution with my podcast. If not to you, the listener, then possibly for my children, which is why I started this in the first place. So I am contributing, maybe a limited society, but I'd like to think I'm contributing. By being a martial arts instructor, I'd like to think that I contribute to a lot of people's health and well-being. But it's not about me. This is not about me. This is about you, the listener. What do you think? That's just an example to get you along the train of thought. Do you know what I actually do really like right now, in this horrible moment of time right now? The thing that gives me a lot of hope, gives me a lot of positivity, and I find it ironic, it's absolutely super, that people who would have been considered to be on the lower end of the working population are actually the heroes. They're actually the most important. It's not so much, it's not at all really the barristers and the solicitors. It's not, the judges. It's not necessarily any of these highly educated people who are put onto pedestals. It is frontline staff, obviously doctors and nurses, but shelf packers, shop workers, they are absolute heroes and legends. Going to work every day, they cannot control who they're coming into contact with. They can only do their best. Imagine, maybe this is what you already work at, or maybe you're at home like me in isolation on lockdown, and we have the benefit of being able to visit a shop on our own terms and hopefully protect ourselves. But these workers, these frontline shop assistants, checkout workers, shelf packers, they don't have a say as to the people that they meet. They're there from start of the day, from the start of their shift to the end of the shift. They don't have a say over the people that they meet or all the circumstances. They don't have a control over all their circumstances or situations throughout the day. Imagine the stress, imagine the underlying anxiety and worry and fear, because we're all suffering from it right now. I think those people are absolute legends. Obviously, nurses, I don't know how they do it, are absolute angels. And obviously, doctors. I think police don't have an easy job. I know they don't have a great name in certain circles. I know people don't necessarily like them, but you know what? When something happens, when the SH1T hits the fan, who are you going to call first? It is the police. They absolutely have a really, really hard job, especially now. Again, leaving the home, leaving your family, not knowing whether you're going to bring back any virus to your loved ones. Absolutely horrible during this time. But my point is that you don't have to be this hyper successful billionaire to be contributing to society. It's not necessarily what's been ingrained and brainwashed into all of us to think who is actually valuable for society, who is a success and who isn't a success. All of these people on the front line right now are absolute heroes, absolute legends, and absolute successes. So you, me, and all of us can be as well. We can all contribute in some way to society. If you're listening to this, and if you have time for a little bit of reflection, if you have time to work on yourself, and you're thinking, you know, I haven't contributed enough, I would like to contribute more, then absolutely use this time to come up with a plan so that your life is further enriched and you work. Remember, success means different things to different people. It doesn't just mean a lot of zeros in your bank account. It means like what we're talking about, contributing to society. You can have no money and you can be a massive contribution to society. You are then very successful. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. I hope that you use this time to evaluate your life for the positive and come out of this even more focused, even more enthused and more confident and more motivated. And have a look at some stage. It's a personal journey. It's not for me or anybody else to know anything about, but have a think about, what are you contributing to society? Are you in a position that you could be contributing more? Would it make you happier to be contributing more? Would it give you more confidence to be contributing more? What ways could you contribute? What could you do? Improve your life. Use this time, because as I said, we're all stuck in a forced isolation, a forced quarantine. You can come out of this as a better version of yourself, and I wish that for you. Stay safe, stay well, make sure your loved ones are staying safe and well. Don't be taking any risks. Thank you for listening. I'm Roundhouse Rod, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.